based on a very productive meeting that I've had with the Secretary of NATO, Mark Rutte, who have formed a framework of a future deal with respect to Greenland and, in fact, the entire Arctic region. This solution, if consummated, will be a great one for the United States of America and all NATO nations. Based on this understanding, I will not be imposing the tariffs that were scheduled to go into effect on February 1st. Additional discussions are being held regarding the Golden Dome as it pertains to Greenland. Further information will be made available as discussions progress. Vice President J.D. Vance, Marco Rubio, Steve Witkoff, and various others will be needed. As responsible for negotiations, they will report directly to me. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Boys. Oh my God. By the way, I told you so. I told you so. I said this was going to happen. Remember, it hasn't even been a month yet. It hasn't even been a month that I think I'm going to get this money, man. This is insane. So yeah, new state incoming. It's going to be a territory, I'm assuming. And that's what I'm probably guessing. I mean, I wouldn't expect that they're going to make it a state. I mean, that would be crazy. But yes, very obviously, we are having the, the Secretary here of State and, all these guys that are organizing a deal on Greenland. Holy fucking shit. Denmark deploys large number of U.S. troops to defend Greenland from the United States. So this happened a few days ago. I didn't really cover it, but here it is. So... I mean, they're using... I mean, I don't know, guys. Come on. Yeah, they're sending like 100 people or something like that. And it's over, guys. It's totally over. Germany also sent troops. Here's my opinion. I don't think that they don't have anywhere near the standing army that the United States does. And they don't have anywhere near the standing army that Russia or China does. Like, let me ask you a question. If China tried to take over to Greenland, do you think that Europe could repel them without the help of the United States? Really simple question. Do you think that they could do that? Because in my opinion, I don't think that they could. I think that China would take it and that would be it. Yes, I don't think so. I really don't. NATO? I actually don't think so. I don't. And I think that a lot of people, this is one thing that's happened, is that a lot of these countries, their militaries are not that big. They're not that strong. Even Russia's military, I think, is a lot weaker than people had expected it to be. So they have nuclear power. Do you honestly believe that the USA, what is this here, could fight the biggest countries on Earth all at once? Once the USA is at wars, others would attack? Well, I mean, if we think China would attack us if we had a conflict, I don't think that... Take the USA out of this conflict entirely, right? So, like, don't even consider, by the way, yes, people say maybe, I don't know. I mean, nobody wants to have an all-out war because it would result in nuclear weapons being used and everybody dies, okay? It doesn't matter what the reason is. You don't want to have that happen. All that being said is that when Greenland is, if it's attacked or they try to take it, like, let's say Russia tries to take Greenland. If Russia sends a bunch of guys over to Greenland, how the fuck is Europe going to get it back? Realistically, are they going to bomb Russia? Are they going to blow up their boats over there? I don't think they're going to do that. I don't think that's going to happen at all. And I know that you guys might say, oh, no, it will. It will. I actually don't think it will. And you guys say yes. I don't think so. And this is just purely my prediction, right? It is. It's my pure prediction. And NATO, bro, I don't think so. Why do you guys say NATO as if NATO is like a magic spell? NATO isn't a magic spell. It's a suggestion. It's a agreement. It's an alliance. And every alliance and every agreement is only as strong as the person who is upholding it. That's it. So it doesn't matter. Oh, wow, this is it. And yeah, the U.S. is NATO. Okay, so you're missing my point again. I said if the U.S. didn't help. I added that in. Why? This is such a simple concept. Why is it so hard for people to understand this hypothetical? Like, this is such a simple hypothetical question that people keep making arguments against it that's not even there. Like, I'm asking a super, super simple question here. And why would America help? NATO is nothing. So they can't use NATO. Exactly. The hypothetical is retarded? No, it's not. It's not retarded at all. Because to the extent that the United States is the majority of NATO and the United States is the deciding factor on whether they're able to accurately repel a invasion or an incursion by another superpower like Russia or China, to the extent that the United States is the only main factor in that, is the extent that, yes, obviously NATO isn't that, like Europe is not able to repel a threat from Greenland without the United States. And I think that because of that, that's the leverage that Trump is using in order to get Greenland himself. That's the entire point of it, right? And so I think that's why. Don't get cocky, Baldy. I'm not getting cocky. I'm just saying this is what's going to happen. Like, and again, guys, I'm so sure of this. I bet $15,000 on it with you guys. I'm sure this is what's going to happen. Like, again, you know, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think I'm going to be wrong. And you're going to see, everybody's going to find out, and I'm going to be fucking right. So, yes, and I don't know why Putin already said it best. Oh, did I see this? Yes, Vladimir Putin even fucking agrees with this. Look at this here. You'll see it will happen quickly soon. They'll all stand at the feet of the master and gently wag their tails. Everything will fall into place. Europe has no realistic response to President Trump wanting to annex Greenland. It's too important for the future of the United States, and we have a president that understands that. It's only a matter of time. So there it is. Even Putin says this. Yeah, and he's right. I mean, I think so. I think he's right. Has something changed since Biden's term? Nothing's changed. They were happy to carry out any order from Washington under Biden. They just don't like Trump. They fought him actively, really interfered with his political life and the election process in the United States. And they were confused when Trump suddenly won. Yeah, I think a lot of people were. And they mentally like Biden more. You know, mentally. Sure. But Trump has different ideas about what's good, what's bad, including gender policy and some other issues. They kind of don't like it. Yeah, there's 17 genders. Or 70, sorry. I assure you, Trump with his character persistence, he'll restore order pretty quickly. Oh boy. And all of them, as you'll see, will quickly soon, they will stand at the master's feet and gently wag their tails. Oh my God. He is just out there talking shit. So yeah, I mean, I think he's right. I do. I think he's completely right. Is he glazing Trump? I think that Putin is doing this in order to drive a wedge between Trump and Europe, right? I think this is a strategic behavior to do. That's probably the reason why he's actually doing it. But I think that in this circumstance, he's also correct. Is that, yes, they're going to act like Trump is this terrible guy. They're going to go and be like, oh yeah, we don't support this guy. We're not going to agree with him. We're not going to give in to his demands. And then later on, they end up doing it. I think that's what's going to happen. And again, maybe I'm wrong, but again, I have $15,000 saying it's not. So yeah, it's propaganda. You'd be unwise to take it at face value. Well, I'm just listening. I'm not taking it at face value. I mean, this is the same thing that I've been saying, right? I mean, this is just my opinion. Can you imagine that? It's my opinion. So anyway, Trump is a Russian agent now, definitely. So anyway, if we end up getting Greenland and all of the things that they had said, and this is what my prediction is of what's going to happen, okay? I think that they're going to complain, they're going to protest, and then eventually they're going to come to a deal and we're going to get Greenland, and then that's going to be the end of it. I think that's what it's going to be. I think that eventually they will come to the table and they will eventually give it up. That's what it's going to be. And you can clip it. People are in denial. Yeah, and I know that there's a lot of you guys that are from Europe and you're watching this and you might think that like this is bullying or Trump's bullying Europe. And to an extent, you'd be right. Trump kind of is bullying Europe. But what I'm saying is that even if that is the case, it's going to work. I think it is going to work. And that's basically it. Trump backed off like a pussy. What do you mean? Wag their tails? All right. We're going to see what happens. So that is what my expectation is, okay? I could be wrong, but I don't think that I will be. That's all there is to it. So we're going to find out. And yeah, that's it. You're underestimating Europe? I'm underestimating Europe. Okay. All right, let's find out. Yep, let's find out. And not at all. Yeah, I know. Not at all. Europe's already fucked, kind of in beta. Something structurally wrong with our continent. I think the reason why, so this is the issue really with Europe, is that Europe is already fighting an existential threat inside of every single one of their own countries because they're being besieged by migrants that are tearing apart their countries and raping their women. This is causing a lot of internal problems. And these internal problems, I think, damage a lot of the patriotism for the country. And so those people are like, I mean, who wants to go out and die for their country whenever their country is being invaded by a bunch of third world migrants that are raping people and your government is putting you in jail for talking about it? So big surprise that a lot of people probably don't want to join the army. It's not like whenever Hitler was there and everybody was ready to go and fight Hitler. I mean, this is not a situation like that. So that's number one. Number two, I think it gets even worse, right? Democrats love them too. Yeah, in some cases. But on top of that, you have the fact that they're already trying to fight Russia. Like all of their resources. Here's also another piece of logic here, right? Like, which one makes more sense to go after? Does it make more sense to, like, go after the United States and try to protect Greenland or try to help Ukraine? I mean, I think very obviously protecting and helping Ukraine is a better idea. So they're already going to be split doing two different things. And I think that really, if you don't think that matters, then ask yourself, why is it that Russia did not help Venezuela? They didn't help. I'll even go back farther. They didn't help Iran the first time that they got bombed. They didn't help them whenever Israel was blowing up their guys 1, 2, 3. They didn't help in Venezuela. They didn't do anything there. And then also now we're moving all of our ships over to Iran again, and Russia can't do a fucking thing. So the entire idea that, oh yeah, Syria, well, they let the guy from Syria go to Russia also because they can't. Yeah, they can't do it. They're already overextended into Ukraine. And I think Europe, it's the same thing. They're already invested into that. So I don't think so. I disagree. I think using Ukraine as a distraction against Russia is a good idea. I think it is too, but my point is that I don't think that Europe is going to use two forces and fight on two different fronts like that. I don't think it's going to happen. Does not break the current hegemony the USA has. I think it actually enforces it. I think the fact is that if Trump is able to take Greenland, basically subjugate Venezuela, get rid of Iran's dictatorship, and then also take over places like Cuba, I think that pretty much locks it in. I mean, I know people might not like this, right? But, like, really think about that. That's nuts. Like, really, I mean, like, yeah, you get, like, fucking, like, 3 or 4 different territories. That's insane. And, bro, you're going to have no allies? I don't know if that's true or not. I mean, like, the fact is that, like, you can say that, but I don't think Europe is going to just not work with us after that either. I don't think it's going to happen. And also, I think, again, I've given my prediction. I've said it multiple times. People want to disagree over and over. Here's what I think is happening right now. And I see some guys in the chat that are saying this. I think there's a lot of patriotic Europeans that are frustrated about the fact that this is happening. You guys think it's unfair. It's ridiculous. Trump is a blundering, just fucking buffoon. He's walking around. He's talking like he's going to own your country. He's pissing you off. You're angry about it. And I'm going to be honest, guys. If I was in Europe, I'd feel the same way. I'd be so fucking mad. It's annoying, isn't it? I bet it is. But the fact is that it can be annoying, but it can also be true. It is. It can also be true. I think that's it. The world's not fair. Yeah, it's not fair. I think publicly everyone will bitch, but quietly people will thank Trump. I don't know about thank Trump, but I think that they'll come to the bloviating dirigible. Yeah. I mean, I bet the Europeans hate Trump. If I was in Europe, I would hate Trump too. The guy talks about how terrible your countries are. He's all the time, he's an asshole. Yeah, and I get it. They do. I get you guys do. I don't blame you. I understand it. And I know that, some people, what I'm saying is you guys probably don't like him from, a patriotic standpoint. You might hope that maybe you got a guy like that in your country that was like Trump, that wanted to get rid of migrants and stuff like that, sure. But you don't want to hear it from him, right? You don't want to hear it from this other guy on the other side of the world who's talking about owning all of your countries. I totally understand this. It's not like it's incomprehensible or anything like that. It totally is. Not Polish people, though. Eastern Europe, though. My country's queen mocked Trump and it was funny. Sure. Yeah, and I think that's fine. But I think that they're going to make jokes about him publicly, and privately they're going to say, "What do you need, Mr. Trump?" That's what I think is going to happen. And at the end of the day, you know, we do have the biggest military. We did just capture that guy straight out of Venezuela. We literally brought in the fucking Space Marines. We captured the president without losing anybody after we just turned off their country for an hour. Yeah, I think that that's pretty substantial. I do. And yeah, he got yoinked. Exactly. Trump cares more about Sweden than I disagree as a Swede. Trump cares more about Sweden than our government does. We are called Swedistan for a reason. Swedistan, huh?